Hello, everybody. Welcome to the tray station. I guess I was sideways, so I just started again. Sorry. And I'm back. I hope you can see me right. I am doing the Snail on the Whale today. And it's by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler, which is the same author and illustrator from The Gruffalo. Oh, one of my favorite stories. So, how exciting. This is a cute book and it rhymes, which is my favorite. So welcome to the tray station. If you have not been here before, if you want to shout out, you need to say something so I can see you. Otherwise, I don't know you're listening. Hello, Laurent. Thank you for coming back. And yeah, I'm excited about this book. Make sure after the video, if you like it, make sure you like it and share it so everyone else can know that it's story time. And that's it. Hi, Janita. All right, so here we go. The Snail on the Whale. Hi, Molly. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Wow, this is the most people I've had for a minute. Okay. Hello, Leah. How are you? Aw, thanks for popping in. So again, this is such a great book, and it's by such an awesome author. I'm going to do one page at a time because it's just huge physically, and I can't fit two in a thing. So I'll try to go a little bit fast. All right. Okay. This is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big gray blue humpback whale. Hi, Walker. This is a rock as black as soot, and this is a snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. Thank you. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. Just wanting to travel like the rest of us. And there's the snail. These are the other snails in the flock, who all stuck tight to the smooth black rock, and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wiggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sniffed and sighed, then cried, "I've got it, I'll hitch a ride." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said, "Ride wanted around the world." This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. The humpback whale, immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars in enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." These pictures beautiful. I love them. This is the sea so wild and free that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far-off lands. Thank you. With fiery mountains and golden sands. These are the waves that arched and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed. The tiny snail on the tail of the whale. These are the caves beneath the waves, where colorful fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swim past the whale and the snail on his tail. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes sunny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all. And she said to the whale, I feel so small. But then came the day. The whale lost his way. These are the speedboats running a race, zigging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. This is the tide slipping away. Look at this little baby. And this is the whale lying beached in a bay. Quick! Off the sand, back to the sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then, I've got it, she cried, and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. And there goes the snail, trying to help. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board, as black as soot, and this is the snail with the itchy foot. A snail, the teacher turns pale. Look, say the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the whale. These are the children running from school, fetching the firemen, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. Isn't that nice? How everybody goes to help. This is the tide coming into the bay, and these are the villages shouting hooray as the whale and the snail travel safely away. Whoops. Back to the dock and the flock on the rock, who said, how time's flown, and haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars in enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curling, silvery trail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snail after snail after snail. Isn't that great? We'll take them all for a ride. And they sang to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the gray-blue humpback whale. Isn't that great? Oh. And that is the end. What a great story. I like this story. When I saw this book, I recognized the author and illustrator immediately. I'm like, oh, the Gruffalo! Oh, so I had to pick it. Because when you find a good author, you stick with it. Thank you so much. I hope you guys liked that story. My tail is bending. There we go. Thank you for coming to the Tray Station and checking me out. And if you liked this story and, Thank you. I don't know if you could see that this is a snail on this eye. This is a snail. And some waves. The hair's in the way. Some waves. And that's it. I try to make it cute. Anyway, those little antenna though. Anyway. Yeah. So, like it and share. Thanks, Molly. Thanks, Lorenzo. Like it and share. Thanks, Janita and Leah and anyone else who came in. You can tell it's a snail of it. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's kind of weird to draw. I wanted to like incorporate my eye. Anyway, I hope 7 o'clock is working good for everybody. And I am planning to keep doing this all through school time. So if you're going remote or if you're going into school, you're back by 7, come to the Tray Station and be in heaven. Hi, Eileen. That's my cousin. You just missed the story, so you'll have to watch it separately. Anyway, thanks for coming, and I appreciate it, and keep on coming. Like it, share it, tell everybody about it. Next week, I think I'm going to do, I can't remember what it's called. Oh my God, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to ruin it. Find out next week. I'll post it tomorrow. Because love you just saying hi. Love you too. Hi. Yeah, so come back next week for some good old-fashioned fun in the sun. And that's it. So like it, share it. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for coming to watch and to hang with me. And that's it. Have a great night. Thank you, Janita. And I will talk to you later. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.